There's a drought currently going on in the heart of Europe that very few people are talking about. As somebody with family in the region who may very well be impacted by this in the coming weeks and months, I figured it is my duty to speak out about this issue. I am recording on the 1st of August, 2026. As of the recording, the Prime Minister's office has announced that the Paks Nuclear facility will need to be shutting down. If not today, then tomorrow we will see a full shutdown of a facility that prior to today would, in ordinary times, supply anywhere from 40 to 50% of the nation's energy consumption. That included industrial and residential uses. This drought has been sustained much longer than any drought in the last decade. Going back to 2015, there were reports of drought by international media in Hungary. And the previous government did not do nearly enough, it seems, to properly mitigate the impact of drought conditions on the country, despite many, many years of farmers protesting in Budapest and in their regional capitals to clearly make their displeasure known. Back in 2024, the country reported that 80% of farmers across Hungary were facing their fields going fallow due to drought. Over 800,000 hectares were deemed impacted. The country is not going to be running out of food, thankfully, at least as far as I am aware as of current reporting. But the impact on the electrical grid and the second order impact of that is going to be very hard. I'm going to try and break this down in the simplest way I can. Currently, residents in Budapest and other major cities, and frankly the entire country, have been advised to not use water-intensive appliances from the hours of 5 to 10 p.m. There are communities across the country where someone may go to bed doing their laundry as normal and then wake up finding no water coming out of their tap. There are people who are now trying to dig wells only to find that the depth they need to dig is simply unaffordable to obtain clean, fresh drinking water. The impact of this drought on industry is less clear, only because of the fact that I am not certain of how much water each particular facility needs. In broad strokes, the government under Viktor Orban invested heavily in electric vehicle production. CATL, BYD, other firms of their caliber invested billions of euros into the country, building refurbishment facilities and production of batteries, EVs, hydrogen-ion batteries, sodium-ion batteries, wind turbines, solar panels. There might have even been a semiconductor repair facility here and there. I'm not quite sure how the depths of this go. None of that is exactly water efficient production. These are facilities that use tens of thousands of gallons a year collectively in water. And when you couple that with record low levels in our reservoirs and record low levels in the main river going through the country, that is not a recipe for positive industrial production. Going back quickly to the agriculture and how this impacts farmers, what you need to understand is that for centuries, water management in Hungary has relied on removing water from agricultural facilities and onto either a tributary river that flows into the Danube or into a regional reservoir. As I stated earlier, it is clearly evident that the former government didn't do enough to invest in such reservoirs. But according to the office of the Prime Minister, tens, if not hundreds of millions of euros are going to be invested across the country in various projects to revitalize Lake Velence, Lake Balaton, and hopefully the Danube. The problem in the near term is that we don't have enough rain. It is not a problem of our aquifers going dry necessarily. It is a problem of rain and water management compounding over decades, leading to a situation where when water does come, when rain does fall, the soil quality is such that it doesn't stick, right? So it will maybe get the first, couple of centimeters wet and saturated, but it won't dig into the ground. And there are serious concerns right now that, hey, if we do have a major rainstorm, would it lead to flash flooding? Potentially. Like dangerous flash flooding? Potentially. As I understand it, there are steps being taken to import water and electricity from other countries like Austria, Czechia, Slovakia, Serbia, and Romania. On a positive note I want to leave you with is that the current Hungarian government under Péter Magyar is actively trying to manage this crisis. If you go on to the Magyar Péter Hivatalos channel, and you can probably find subtitles in English, there are tens, if not hundreds of hours of press conferences, many of which cover these exact topics, from drought to the water reclamation projects to the revitalization of reservoirs, whether it's in Velence or Balaton or anywhere across the country. This is a known issue that the government has been trying to actively solve since it was inaugurated back in May. It is only now that the stress of the drought is acute enough that there needs to be a lot more attention paid to the issue. The fact that this government has been so transparent, so honest, so willing to lay out the facts is refreshing. I can tell you, as somebody who lived for 16 years under Orban, with that government being the representation of the country in the world stage, where they said climate change is just, a cyclical thing. It's something we've had to deal with all throughout human history. Why do we need to prepare for it? They said that in the face of farmer protests in 2024, 2023, 2021, 2019, 2015, 2017. They never changed meaningfully. And yet, now we are facing the result of that lack of willpower to change. It is only through the clock being broken and striking twice that we've managed to build a solar system that powers 25% of the country's electric consumption. I think it's also important to note that as of today, August 1st, 2026, we do not currently have a situation in which there will be mass shortages of essential goods like food, flour, salt, peppers, tomatoes, etc. And we do not have a situation in which there will be a serious risk of complete collapse in the grid. Yes, the Paks 2 facility is going to be shut down, and that is a very critical bad thing. But as I understand it, I could be wrong, as I understand it, we are not in a situation where the energy grid is literally going to collapse overnight. Budapest and Győr are flung into darkness. That is not the kind of situation we are currently facing at the time of recording. I hope that you all found this helpful. Please do not forget to leave a comment and let me know your thoughts on this whole situation. And if you have more information, discuss it down below. This is not my normal type of content, but I felt like it was important to share given the magnitude of these impacting events. And, gardening as a hobby, horticulture as a hobby requires a lot of water. And I am going to try and utilize less water in my own gardening if at all possible. Given these current events, I figure it's only right that I try to figure out a way to grow crop with less intense water usage. So thank you all for taking the time to listen and understand this situation. Have a great day.